Adipurush is out and it has made people angry for various reasons. The social media is flooded with trolls, memes, hashtags, and it actually brought the two opposite sides together. In a way, it has united the country. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and I've already reviewed Adipurush. I've shared my thoughts on the film. And in today's world, it's really hard to not get influenced by people on social media. Because in that bubble, there's a majority narrative and it's very binary. You are either for it or you are against it. There's no middle ground. There's no place for nuance or debate. So in case of Adipurush, you have to absolutely hate the film, and if not, you are paid by the producers. And slowly this discourse is taken over by people with agenda, and the real crux of the matter is lost. So let's not do that. Let's understand why are people mad? What are the reasons that has brought so much outrage? I will state 3 of them in the video and you can let me know which one is yours in the comments below. Now the first one is source material. It's based on the epic Ramayana, which is very close to people. It is part of people's belief, and if you don't handle that well, people will get upset. Now, to be fair to the makers of the film, they did put out a 2-minute long disclaimer in front of the film that they have taken creative liberties. This is their interpretation of Ramayana and they don't mean to offend anyone. That's basically what disclaimers hold. But this time it was long and read word by word. And I have to say, as an artist myself, I disagree to the notion that if you don't like something, you are offended by something, that should be banned. If you don't like something, you can choose to avoid it. You cannot watch it. And this applies to every film. It cannot be selective. Banning it because you don't agree with it is not the solution. Of course, if the film is infringing your constitutional rights, you have the right to go to judiciary. You have the right to appeal that. But this idea of constantly asking for boycott or ban of certain things is gonna induce fear. And because of that, future filmmakers will stop making films about these things. And then we will complain that why people don't make films about our own culture. And I will give you an example for that. But in the case of Adipurush, made by Om Raut, after watching the film, clearly there was no conviction. Even if you go with the debate of it was their interpretation, they actually don't add anything. Instead, they make this rich epic hollow. You literally feel nothing watching this. Forget this film adding anything to Ramayana and its history. Instead, it's a big letdown that some people will know Ramayana through this film. So neither this film is close to the original or there is any attempt to make something new and fresh out of it. And coming to that example, the only place where the film tries to do something different is with Lanka, with Ravan. Why? Because there's less fear that people will get upset about that. But honestly, now people are mad about that too. Next time, if even someone tries to make Ramayana, they will play it too safe, and that will not be fun. You know, there's a futuristic version of Ramayana. There's a comic book like that. But now, if someone wants to adapt that to film, they'll be scared. They'll be scared of the criticism they'll face, the backlash they'll get. So we should be very careful with the criticism we are giving. The way Adipurush adapted Ramayana was horrible. Attack that. Don't attack them for making it. The criticism should drive other people to make a better attempt at making it, not to stop them from making it at all, because that will be our loss. Now coming to the second point, the aesthetics of the film. I think from the teaser and trailer we knew this film is not gonna be what they were trying to make it. The visuals are horrible. It's gonna be the bad CG fest. The design elements are all over the place. But there was a lot they were hiding in teaser and trailers that we got to see in the movie, which was much worse. It starts with the casting itself. People are not at all happy with Prabhas playing Ram because he doesn't resemble at all to the perception of Lord Ram. And the look they went for was very similar to Prabhas playing Bahubali. And some people calling it as a Bahubali hangover is actually true. And the film has no time to establish the characteristics. And thus the only reference we have is our perception of Lord Ram, which doesn't match at all in this film. And then coming to the design of Lanka. Why is it so dark? Where's the gold? The design of Ravan, Indrajit, Kumbhakaran, all of this was hidden from us and none of them land well. And the decision to make the film 95% CG, it would be a blend of live action played with CG environment. Did they even test it out? You know, most film in pre-production phase, that's the point of it. Test it out. They shoot it, they implement everything, the pre-viz. I want to see that. Did they even do it? They should have realized at that point itself that it's not working. But no, they are still, after the release of the film, are denying that. And that's why I feel there's a big scam. Something behind the scenes we don't know that yet has gone wrong, or there's some foul play happening here. I refuse to believe so much money was spent for the visual effects of this film. Let's put the visual look aside. Even the dialogues, what were they thinking? I know what they were thinking. Oh, we'll make it modernized. Today's generation will understand. No, wrong decision. Are you even talking about it? They are living in their own bubble. They think this is the right thing to do and they did it. Ask people around, do you think this is the dialogues you want to hear from Bajrang Bali? And here it's not even consistent that throughout the film every character speaks like this. No, some characters speak certain way, some characters speak certain way. Like you can see the lack of effort, the research, the hard work to get it right. And this is all part of the writing process. I'm not even going to the visuals. This is something you can sit in a room and do. You don't need any technology. You just need your brain, finger, a pen, a notebook, a computer, whatever. And let's come to point number 3. Technically, the film is just flawed at every stage. I know I'm not even talking about the creative decisions they took. That's the aesthetic part. The implementation of the visual effects, the basics, color correction, compositing, tracking shots, merging live action with CG world. It is horrible. And that gives me a sense that this film was not even finished. It feels like they had very minimal budget and they just ran out of the money and they said, okay, let's just put the film out. We don't care anymore. They had their priority, which shots they need to spend more money and which shots less money. And you can see that when you break down the shots. Like the best shot in the movie is like a okay shot. And from there it just goes down and down. And that's why there's a huge inconsistency. And I think they knew after the teaser launch they can do nothing. So let's put all the money on the marketing. Let's go to new shows and defend our film. Let's just recoup our money. That's the only aim here. And that makes me more angry. And I think that makes all of us very angry. Because we are spending our hard-earned money to go watch this film in theaters. Something which is very beloved. We have high expectations for it. We are looking forward to it. And what do we get? A very half-baked, incomplete product. That too so mediocre. You feel cheated. There's actually no integrity. It is a scam. And these are the actual reasons why people are mad. But on the internet, everything goes in a different direction altogether. There are some pictures of the film floating around and people are using that to make memes and troll. And sometimes if you just read it, you'll tell this person has not even seen the movie. They're just doing it to be a part of this. This is fun. And suddenly people's agenda become the narrative. And everyone is caught up in that and forget about the real problem. And then if you don't say what everyone else is saying online, then you are wrong. But here you can check out my honest thoughts on the movie. Do let me know what made you angry about the film in the comments below. If you like this, the thumbs up button, share this, and I'll see you next time.